Okay.
All right, so this is just one type of a power hour that we're going to do, guys. Materials needed, piece of paper and a pen, your phone or computer, any way that you can connect to social media. We're going to be going on a time system. If you finish early with a task, like you've met the quota, you can either continue going on, like connecting with more people, or you can go ahead and go back a step. Like say I cut you off last time and you didn't get a chance to finish doing XYZ. You can go back and you can complete another step. I want you to go ahead and give all these a try today, unless you've already done them, just so that we can give like some of the ickier stuff a try together. That way we can talk about like, okay, this is where I'm getting stuck. What are you guys writing? So without further ado, did everybody do birthdays yet today?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna go. So we're gonna go on the clock for 2.5 minutes, just going through finding your Facebook birthdays and loving on them. It can either be a personal message or it can just be a quick thing on their page. Okay.
What do you think is better?
I mean, a personal connect is probably better.
Okay.
Okay, so 2.5 minutes.
Another thing that's good for future reference, you guys, is if you do it in the morning, go back in the evening and check and say something like, hey, did you have a good day? Or I see that you did this, or just kind of react to their birthday again.
Okay. Okay, I have a really dumb question.
Nope, go ahead.
Where are birthdays? I'm looking on the side, like I know.
So if you go to your events,
yeah,
it'll list your birthdays for the day.
Okay.
Yeah, under the calendar.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
It's like dead. It's dying. Are you going downstairs? Thank you, Rilla. I'll give you guys a 1 minute countdown. This is one's going to be kind of weird because it's so short, but.
Okay.
1 minute.
Come on. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm just sitting in my own sweat.
Did you drink your recovery yet?
No, I just jumped right in. All right, guys, time's up with that. So what we're going to do, whichever brand of social media, whichever platform you feel most is effective for your business, being Facebook, Instagram, or your stories, okay? I want you to pick one. And we're going to, I call it last 5. So you're going to go to your last 5 posts on whatever that platform is, and you're going to look at who's responding, look at who's viewing, look at who's liking, look at who is commenting. And once you start noticing trends within those 5 posts, start listing those people out. So if Brittany like religiously does my Insta stories every single day, like those last 5, she's been hitting, then I'm going to write her name down because she's watching me and she's paying attention. So it could be your Facebook post, it could be your Instagram post or your stories. Just go ahead and start listing common people that you're seeing. We're going to take 10 minutes to do this. So if you get done with your Facebook one really quick, go to Instagram or vice versa. Okay, what questions?
Okay, so we're hitting multiple platforms.
You can do multiple platforms if you finish one platform before the 10 minutes is up.
Okay.
Because I know some people have like 100 likes on things, and so that might take you a while, right, to like scroll through those. Okay. So we're doing 10 minutes, last 5, pick a platform, look for commonalities, look for people who are following you. I think we should have music on, but for some people that's distracting.
Elevator music. Can I throw a tip out for this? With your Insta stories, if you have, like, for me, I usually have anywhere between 3 and 10 Insta stories. I go all the way to the last one, and then I go and do all of them because
Perfect.
they've watched so many.
Perfect. I love that.
When you say last, do you mean the first one you posted today or the last one you posted today?
The oldest one that's on there.
The oldest. Okay.
Perfect.
Because
Okay.
that way, they've watched your most recent one all the way through.
And this is not where you were commenting. Is like as easy as it would be to just reply to people. Don't do that yet. My whole body hurts and I'm dying.
You're not dying.
I can do
No,
hard
it
things.
feels like you're dying after that one. I'll give you that one. Actually.
I couldn't like. Oh, that's another day. We'll talk about those squat 180 whatevers.
Yep.
Modify. That's what I did.
We need a t-shirt that says that. Modify.
Modify. Modify or die. Oh. Ashley,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever reached out to Katie Potter?
Nope, go for it.
Huh?
Nope, go for it. This is
She's
where we
just
get
following all. She's just following all my posts.
And see, I've never seen her looking at mine, so there you go. Guys, it hurts to write.
Yep. Make sure upper body days that you take your recover off the top shelf. That was a fatal mistake. Michael told me to throw something at it if it fell down.
Oh gosh. Did you guys see Alyssa's cover up? Gorgeous. Sorry.
Hey,
I just saw it on Instagram. I'm like, sorry.
We are
Wow.
Facebooking with a purpose right now, or Instagramming with a purpose right now.
I gotcha.
And Mama Sparks, I apologize. I misspoke. Your most recent one, because they have to watch your oldest to your newest,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense,
Yeah.
to get your newest post.
I might have to start adding some new people to my dream list. Seeing lots of potential in some of these friends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I thought my Jensen Chero post was going to be so good. Bombed.
Your which one?
Jen Sincero, the quote from You Are Badass.
Oh.
Yeah. Did it bomb as bad as my cricket one?
Yes, because
Cricket
nobody
one?
responded.
Which cricket one?
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
I put up a post, 'cause I'm done right with my list. I put up a post that said, I dislike crickets, and I put a cricket, an ear, and I can't remember the other thing I put. But either way, it was the ear was the key component in my mind. I was digging on people who don't respond or just, don't answer me.
Right.
Was the dig. Nobody got it. I got about, I don't like ants. I don't like snakes. I told Ashley, I go, look, that bombed.
We got about 4 minutes, guys, so we're halfway
Can I
done.
fangirl about something for a second?
Hmm?
Anita Miriam, how do you say her last name? Do you know who
Who?
I'm talking about? Top coach Anita Miriam or
Oh, Anita Myron.
thank you. She liked one of my posts and I got really excited and
Aw. She's been through so much. Oh my gosh.
I know. I cry every time she posts something.
Mhm.
I'm like, please don't post anymore. I have no more tears.
Oh no. You guys might want to target, I know I said last 5, but if like specifically targeting to like people who are liking our business call post last night, people who are liking your nutrition content, things like that, just because those are the people who are paying attention not only to you, but what you're kind of all about with the business. I posted some really good stuff yesterday. Whitney, you have some of the sweetest people.
Oh, thank you.
Nikki,
She thinks so.
I love
It's all
Nikki.
her.
Yes. Let me tell y'all about Nikki. I met Nikki, and I don't know if she's laid any of this out there and I've missed it, or
Her
I
husband
met
passed,
Nikki. She was
right?
Huh?
Her husband passed, right? Isn't she a widow?
He committed suicide.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Like I reckon he's had some anxiety, depression problems, and they changed his medication. He was going to try and use a gun. Had a friend to come take all the guns out of the house, and like a week later, their son, they've got 2 kids. The son, I think he's on his 2nd or 3rd year in college, and then they have a daughter that is going to be an 8th grader when school starts back. The son failed him.
Mm,
Yeah, so, and not that long ago. I don't think it's even been, I don't think it's been a year.
it's so hard.
Which one is this?
Positive.
Nikki who?
Nikki,
Short black hair.
no, it's
Like the teal necklace on her profile picture.
what is
Stalling.
She's in her Sizzling Summer group. Isn't she a Zoom?
Stallings.
it? That's it. I'm sitting here going, I know her last name. But yeah,
That's
Oh.
awful.
she's an awesome person.
Just letting you guys know too, like I've been working
Fine.
Facebook this whole time, like, and we've got about a minute to go. You might do Facebook in the morning, Instagram in the evening, or stories in the morning, stories in the evening, where you're constantly checking in because people are changing.
Oh, and
Another thing that helps, I'm sorry, Whitney, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but another thing that helps is if you've got people commenting, like it's always a good idea to put a little note beside the name on which post they commented on. So if you want to say, Oh yeah, that was really funny day, or so you know which one. That way you don't have to go back and forth looking. So like, right, Whitney and kids playing.
People. Look at how
Huh?
people. You said 5 people. Look at all this.
Yeah, that's great. But you didn't put any
No, I
notes.
didn't put notes.
You got to save room for notes, girl, because the next step.
Okay. Well, I'll
I'll just go ahead and tell you. I'm at the bottom. I screenshot
I'll
everything.
just put like little arrows. And we'll
Okay.
take
All right, guys. Okay, so you've made your list.
this.
You've
Check.
made your list from whatever platform you're on. I want you to go ahead and choose 5 to 10 of them. Choose 5 to 10 people on your list. I'll give you a minute to do so, and then I'll tell you what the next step is.
Do
I'm not
what?
gonna tell you. You got to pick them first, and then I'll tell you what you're going to do with them.
Oh, okay. So,
Okay, pick 5 to 10.
everything's fine. Okay.
Unfair. Tony never did that.
There's a lot of things Tony does and doesn't do that I do and don't do.
Oh, snap.
I know, that's why I
See
said
the
it.
boxing gloves on? Whew, I'm going to duck on that one.
Okay.
10. Done. Check. Okay. Now
Right.
You were probably hoping these are the people that you're going to personally message, but they're not. These are the people that you're going to go to their page, look at their things, and like and comment on their posts. Not in a creepy way. I would pick one from each person. I wouldn't like blow up one person's page. I would totally stalker, but pick one post from each of those 5 to 10 people to like or comment. Okay? You're going to get 5 minutes to do this. I've got to go check on a toddler or preschooler who's being very, very naughty.
Godspeed.
So what am I doing again? Sorry.
So you're going to go to the people that you starred, and you're going to go to their profile and pick maybe like 1 or 2 posts and comment like on it.
Got it. I was listening, but I was multitasking too.
My life. Okay, I'm going to pick one separate person outside of this, and not because I'm not following directions or I'm afraid, but I literally just did this to her page the other day, and so all the recent stuff is loved on. And I don't want to archive like 3 years ago.
You can do whatever. It's your business. Do what you want to do.
All right, I'm going in.
Oh my gosh, my phone.
Okay.
so as soon as I can. I lost my pen. No.
Oh, stop.
Chocolate is life. Chocolate is life. I don't know how that orange stuff keeps popping up. Gross.
I don't know what just happened.
Recover. 1 minute.
No.
Remember, you can go back.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time. Only got one more. I can do it.
Don't call time. I know that I have the option to go back, but don't call time.
It's not me calling time. It's the timer calling time.
The timer
Good.
is screwed.
You had 6 seconds remaining. All right, guys.
Yay!
Oh, on my battery. What? Stop.
All right, guys. We're still sticking with that list for today. Now we're going to do what's called forming. Forming with those people. Form, F-O-R-M, could stand for talking to them about the following topics: friends and family, occupation, recreation, what are they doing for fun, hobbies, things like that that you're noticing. And if you see fit, talking to them about further opportunities with their time management, the business, things like that that might come up, okay? So I'm blanking on what the M actually stands for. I'm blanking on what the M actually stands for. So if I name my, what?
Can you? I heard the latter part, but I didn't hear the very beginning
Yeah.
of what you were.
So form, you're going to pick 5 to 10 more people on that list, different people, because you just liked and commented on those. You're not going to like and comment and then go to the, you're going to be talking about 1 of 4 things with them. You're going to start a conversation with somebody about form, friends or family, something you noticed. And I'll go over a STEM for each of these. Their occupation, what their job is. Recreation, something that they're doing for fun or a hobby or something like that that you're noticing. And then M, I forget what it stands for, but basically looking for like, I don't want to say like motive, but like time management. Are they seeking this opportunity in some way via their posts? Are they showing signs of being stressed, overwhelmed, needing self-care, depressed, things like that? You see some kind of where you could connect with them and invite them even to the page, like to the community. I usually stick with the first 3 until I get a good conversation going with them. Some different things that you guys could start off with, so it's not just so random and like person you haven't talked to in like 10 years. I've got a girl on my list who got married. Hey girl, congrats on the big day. Tell me what was the best part. Or something like, oh, your dress was gorgeous, or something like that. You could also talk to somebody about, like, for me, back to school, like, oh, can you believe it's almost that time to go back to work? How's your summer been? So just really connecting with people. Let me pull, like, because I know mom's retired, Brittany's staying at home. They could reach out to people occupation-wise about, like, Brittany, you're thinking about homeschooling. Is anybody on that list doing homeschooling? You could talk to them about that and have that connection. Mom's been she's been finding things to do and going here and there with all these festivals. She could talk to somebody about something she had seen on their page about that. Mom, what was your question?
Are these direct just statements on their post?
These are
on their page or in Messenger?
Messenger. Guys, we only
That's
have
what I thought.
We only have 10 minutes. So we're going to take 5 to do this because I'm not upgrading. And then I'll tell you for the 5 minutes, like what else you guys could do in the rest of the time. I forgot that this was only a 40-minute call. So go ahead and take 5 minutes. You're going to just reach out to 5 to 10 people on your list, not the same people. Connect with them.
Why does this seem so much harder than the first list?
All right. I gotta go play more ball.
It's okay. So
Bye.
I'll put this recording up, and then you guys can finish it out and use whatever you love out of it to do for your own hours.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
You know what might even be a good thing, just thinking out of the top of my head, since we got some of this list from Insta stories or from your Facebook stories, is reply to their stories.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're going through and watching their story, if there's something there.
True. That would be more appropriate, I think, depending on which platform you're at. See, like when I was starting these power hours, there were no stories. That wasn't a thing. So. I have so many Jessicas on my friends list.
Yeah, I have like 6.
Oh my gosh.
And these should just be quick little 1 or 2 sentences because you're waiting for them to get back with you. You're just starting the chain right now. So you should be able to get 10 in for sure, if not more.
You're saying no word vomit. Mm-hmm.
No word vomit.
I know you were talking to me.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
I feel like my favorite thing for Joel now is to be like, to call everything he does rude. Like that was so rude. Those like 180 squat jump things.
Right.
It's just rude.
Well, they do them in hammer and chisel, don't they?
Yes. And they're awful then too. Does anyone use Snapchat anymore?
Yes, but I don't use it really.
Michelle's driving me nuts on Snapchat today. So yeah. But it's okay because they're traveling and she's sending me a bunch of cool pictures.
Not Michelle Mears, a different Michelle.
Oh yeah, a different one. Sorry. Not you. You're watching this.
Where she silently goes and sits and
she
that
cries.
face. We love you, Michelle, so much.
That's right.
I don't know how comfortable you guys feel, but I like getting as awkward as possible, 30 seconds. With
What do you
people
mean?
too.
Oh, I have zero problems with this part.
I'm secretly afraid that this like alarm, cancel. It's like the old rotary phone, time's up, is going to like wake up my child who's sleeping right next to me. Like, gonna make him up. Okay. All right, guys. So here are some optional things that you could be doing. We only got to do about 35 minutes, but some of the optional things that you guys can continue doing that I like to do. Again, I do Power Pockets, so I never get to sit for this long at a time and do this, right? Like I'm doing 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, checking these things off my list throughout the day. So that might be more for you because this does kind of get like a little swimmy in your head when you're just sitting here for an hour doing it. It's hard to do, especially with our lifestyles. All of us are very active. So after you form with 5, I would go back to the community page and I would take that time to like and comment all over people. You can choose to do this in the morning and the evening. That's a better bet too. Just to make sure you're covering everybody. We want to encourage everybody to try to post some content every couple days, even if it's just like a little motivation Monday or Thirsty Thursday or something. But we always want to try to keep that page fresh unless we're doing something else. That should be our number one priority. You also are going to take that time to scroll through the champions page and Icon Family 2018, looking for different upcoming events. Mike tagged all 3 of us. I know in a video that Tony did last night, he was fired up. He was fired up. It was interesting to watch at 3 in the morning when I was breastfeeding. Let's just call it that. We'll talk another time about that when we're not recorded. And then I want you to look at your dream team list that you guys should have developed. If you haven't, develop your dream team list and make sure that you are reaching out to a couple of them. I've gotten really obnoxious with people too who I just know would be perfect for this. And I'll say things like, why aren't you with us yet? LOL. You know, like just, I mean, things where they know that they're on my radar and they're just kind of anxious about it. I'll just say initials JP in our group. Our little Yogi is so close. I'm really hoping that she joins in with us. I keep up with her a lot. And then always incorporating your PD, even if it's just 10 minutes, making sure your PD. Sorry, Mom's looking at me. Your personal development.
For what?
PD.
Oh, all I heard was P, and I'm like,
you're okay. So incorporating your PD.
Much better.
For a suggestion out real quick about PD.
Yes.
So for myself, I will turn the TV on, right? It's just a habit. It's one of those things, like if I'm sitting down to relax, I might not even watch it, but it's on in the background. I've promised myself that I'm not turning it on no matter what the circumstances for myself until I've read 10 pages of my personal development that day, or that like before I turn it on. So if I want to watch TV in the morning or I want to watch TV in the evening, it has to be 10 pages both times, minimum. Right. Because if I have time to zone out, I have time to do that.
Great. And as business builders, which we all are trying to be, we want to make sure that we are not only doing the champions page and things like that, keeping ourselves current, but we are doing the PD. If you were just trying to, just do your own thing, I would say just PD or use YouTube and champions page as your PD. But because we're all trying to grow in this, I recommend us doing both.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. Agreed. Any questions? Any questions at all? I'm going to post the stuff that we did underneath the recording for this, as well as some other ideas that we came up with. If you guys have any other things that you do religiously every single day, please add those in so that people can maybe mold that into their power hour. We have less than a minute.
Okay. I'm going to word vomit this real fast.
Mm-hmm.
For the Beachbody Champions page, I'll put headphones on and click a video and do it while I work out. That way it keeps me going through. I'm listening to it, multitasking.
Love it. Mom, do you have anything?
I like my workout too.
Just everybody needs to be watching the wake up calls. Now that they do it on Facebook and they record it and they play it, and there's no excuse not to. And I've been getting a lot of really good information. Today's was really informative about finding more people.
Yeah.
All right.